today. Today is December 1st. It's a Monday, so post Thanksgiving week. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off on the 1 and 4 hour right here. So 4 hour, this is a 4 hour gap right here. Boom, boom. And it's a 4 hour and 1 hour. That's why it's kind of like that. So coming into market open, we have this 4 hour rejection right here that brought us down to this kind of order block area. We bounced off of that last night into this morning. We had this push up, which we tapped into these couple 15-minute fair value gaps. So this morning was right around here. I think this was, yeah. So 6:30 was this right here. And overnight AHS session, kind of just chopped around, tapped down, and then came back up into London or New York, whatever it is. And we basically went down, swept out liquidity at 6:30, and then pushed up. So what happened was we took liquidity and then we swept up. So we had these 15-minute gaps above. This one, this one, this one, this one, and then we had this high up here. So again, this big one right here is the 4 hour and higher time 1 hour. Okay. So what happened was there was news at 7. So 7 o'clock news came out, pretty indecisive. Wasn't able to tap into this draw right here, nor the gap. So price came back down, tapped through this gap right here. Hello. Boom, boom, tapped through the gap. Sweeping back down into a 5-minute gap, I believe. 5-minute gap right here. Swept out that liquidity. So after we took out this draw right here, filled that gap, we came back up. Right, so it came back up, and this had already been filled, so this is gone. So we finally came back up and went through and filled this 15-minute gap. Came back down. So it's kind of just chopping its way up in a good manner, though, because we are following like a good trend. Right, we're in this kind of trend. So the couple trades that I took this morning were, oh, not here, let's try execution. Oh. Okay, I know it looks a little messy, but let's get into it. Let's go down on the 1 minute so we can see it. I took a break out of the first 15-minute gap. Ooh, that's a mess over there. Which would have been right here, right? So long right here. And yellow. Okay, so on the 1 minute, we can see that I went long right here at 361. I don't even know where that is. 49.61. It was as it was breaking out. And since price eventually wanted to tap back into this 5-minute, I did get stopped out. I kind of chopped around for a little bit. I did end up taking that short down to the 5-minute, and I got out at 81, 83, 82, 81, which was right here as it tapped into it. And I took some longs going out of it. I think there was a 5-minute. Sorry, it's getting a little messy now. Yeah, there was some longs going out on the 1 minute or 5-minute. But you get the point. You get the point here. I took a long breakout of the 15-minute gap, targeting here. I got stopped out. Ended up taking the short down to here, right? Basically this 1 minute gap and the 5-minute gap. Then I took a long breakout. those are the 3 trades I took for 230 at the top. Trade copier was not working, so this one has negative 219 on the balance. Kind of unfortunate. And then ultimately price ended up playing out in our favor by taking out this gap, and this gap. So is what it is. It was this unfortunate retracement that got us. But now I just purchased 3 evals that I'll be trading separately from these PA accounts. And on top of all this, got a little daily recap notebook. We want to focus on base hits, right? So only risking over here like 2 micros. So 2 or 3 micros with a 30 to 35 point stop loss. Each contract is worth 2 points. So we'll just say 70. 7 times 2 is 140 bucks. If it's 3, it's 210. So quick math there. Keep in mind that we want to focus for these 2 hours in the morning. So I like to trade from 6:30 to 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock. So give or take 2 hours right there. Focus up for these 2 hours and wait for your setup and execute on it. So for instance, this morning was right here. The breakout got stopped out and I should have quit. But, I took a couple more trades, and those trades were mostly reacted on emotion because I took the loss. But live and learn. Don't do that. Just accept your loss and move on. Therefore, I would have been done at 7:30 because we waited for 7 o'clock news. 7:30, boom, 1 hour. Trade would have ultimately ended at whatever, right here, 9. So, boom, done. Be the best at following your rules, stop loss, take profit, because it's about being the best loser at the end of the day and accepting your trade. Knowing you committed to that and coming back tomorrow with your account still alive. So don't revenge trade. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stick to your strategy of fair value gap and inversion fair value gap. Right? We want to wait for that, especially on the higher time frames. So for instance, here's a fair value gap, tap and rejection off, inverse down here, draw, boom. 30 to 35 point stop losses with said contracts, 2 or 3, 4, depending on however much money you want to risk. So I'm going to do 2 to 3. Again, no revenge trading because that creates bad habits. You lose more than you want to risk and you get emotional, you get anxiety, and we don't want any of that. We want to stay disciplined, follow the strategy, follow the rules, all that good stuff. We don't want to oversize because we want to stick to a daily risk and a daily loss. And we want to do 1 day at a time. Right? We're not trading for, by the end of the month we want to make this much money, or by the end of the week I want to make this much money. No. I want to do 1 day at a time, follow 1 trade at a time, and if you win, cool. If you lose, whatever. Did you follow your system? Cool. Log off, come back tomorrow. That's all it is. So that's pretty much the summary of today. It was a little choppy because of, last week's, I think this was Thursday and Friday. It was a little choppy, so price had to kind of break through all that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just stick to your plan, stick to your risk, don't overtrade, don't oversize your contracts, don't revenge trade, be patient for these 2 hours, wait for your setup to play out. When you recognize it, you'll see it, commit to it. If you get stopped out, that's fine. Just move on with your day, come back tomorrow, you got this. So again, the trade recap was I took the 15-minute inverse fair value gap right here, okay? Waited for price to break out. I got stopped out as price wicked me back down because of a 5-minute retrace. It wanted to fill, and then unfortunately enough, price ended up playing out in my favor, going back up to final TP for, let's just say it was for Well, 120 plus points. Is what it is. All good. Come back tomorrow. Bang a trade tomorrow. Let's get it. On that note, catch you on the next one. Deuces.